Live from Arlington, Texas, an AL West matchup on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The first half of the All-Star break is behind us, and partner, it's go time in the second half.
And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
Just about to get started, and on the mound for Texas in this one, Jordan Montgomery. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And there's a ball.
That's a ball. Too low.
Chop to the left side. Low throw, and he can't dig it out. First and second, no outs. And now Teoscar Hernandez. First and second here, no outs. And it is 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two and one now, 2 aboard. And there's a base hit to left. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. The switch hitter batting right. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Bases juiced. No outs. Caught him looking for the K. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
1 out, bases full. Swing, and this ball is hammered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. That's got to feel good, and that gives them a lead. It's 4-0. One down, and stepping in for the Mariners, Ty France.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching, but you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
In the air, right field. Garcia makes the grab. 2 down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And one guy who's been great for them, Cal Raleigh.
Boogie swinging the bat really well. 9 home runs last month. I'm sure he was itching to try to get to 10. So take that as motivation coming into this new month. They better deal with him very carefully.
Here's Dylan Moore. Kicks and fires. Bounced up the middle. And that one handled to first, and he beats it.
Batting it, the left fielder, Sam Haggerty.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Sam Haggerty. The 2-1. And that one missing low.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
In the air, out towards left center. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
So 2 down, and stepping in is the speedy Jose Caballero. The pitch. Base hit and a run in to score. Now a long throw home. Not in time. He's safe as 2 runs score on the play.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Jordan Montgomery gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Martin Perez into the game. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Martin Perez.
Back to the top of the lineup, J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Perez keeping him close. Caballero, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a base hit into right center field. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
The center fielder, number 44,
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
And it's even up. Lined, and that's a base hit. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Second and third, 2 down. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But they take the lead on a huge 7-run outburst. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Mariners 7 and the Rangers nothing. Back here at the ballpark and pitching in this game, Logan Gilbert.
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So it just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Stepping in, Marcus Semien. And now a full count.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Gloves it on the dive, the throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up. Clean exchange to throw a strike across the diamond, and what a tremendous play.
Seager stands in now. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Pitch misses there. 2 balls and a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Right. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Line drive and base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. And the right-hander deals. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Righty delivers.
2-2.
Ripped on a line to center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Here's Josh Young. The 1-1 is fouled off. Seager at second. Low over at first with 1 away. And that's a strikeout looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Next to hit, Adolis Garcia. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Smash to the left side. Over to first. That ends the frame. Rangers leave a pair. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Welcome back. New inning getting started. And now, Cal Raleigh.
Well, he's been having a great year this year and hitting home runs at a good clip. And the matchup is very favorable.
Up the middle, Simeon. Now a jump throw. One out in the second.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Carter raging back towards the wall. And it hits the fence. And that's a double.
He was all over that one. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong balanced swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
So digging in, Ty France. 0 for 1. He flied out to right in his first trip. Here's a 1-1.
Ball 2.
One out and a runner at second. The next pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire, very consistent with his zone. Chris gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now here is Dylan Moore. And now 2 balls and a strike. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Fouls one off, 2-2. The punch out there, and there are 2 down. And now for Seattle, Sam Haggerty. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Three and 2 now. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
And up next for Seattle, Jose Caballero. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. The 1-1 is fouled off. Suarez at third. France over at second. Haggerty at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On to Simeon. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. They leave him loaded. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mariners 7 and the Rangers nothing. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Jonah Heim. The pitch.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Strike 2. The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he held up. The wind of the pitch. Right through there. Got him. Down on strikes. And he knew it.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box. And it clearly was not that pitch.
Next one is off the plate. And the count is filled up. Goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. And the Rangers set down in order. They continue to trail 7-0. And welcome back. Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. Left-hand batter waits. They say it went.
Well, these Mariners putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
And out number 1 on the grab. So up next, Julio Rodriguez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game. And it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
The pitch. And another ball. Now this is in the air down the line. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
2 outs, base is empty. Teoscar Hernandez getting ready to hit. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Here comes a pitch. Ripped to short. On to first. And Hernandez is out. That's the 3rd out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. And they hold a 7-0 lead. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter. The 1-1. Hard hit left side. On to France. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's Marcus Semien. First time up, he grounded to 3rd. The wind to kick the pitch. That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. And it goes just foul. Two now. Semien waits. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at bat alive.
1 down, base is empty. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Now it's Corey Seager, and he's already singled in this game.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front. The 2-2 on the way. That one 95 to finish him off. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. Up the middle, Caballero gets it to first, and the inning is over. Back here at the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. Laced down the line, base hit right field. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not gonna get him. He's in there.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Eugenio Suarez up next for the Mariners. He's already homered in this game. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if these guys are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
And here's the first baseman, Ty France, 1 for 2. And a pitch. Line drive, knocks it down. The throw to second is offline.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if these guys are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
The 1-1. On the ground, right side. On the run, sends it over to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And stepping in for the Mariners, Sam Haggerty. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And a pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent.
Grounded to low. Steps on first for the out.
Now back, second base, Jose Caballero.
Jose Caballero up next for the Mariners. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. A run on one hit, 2 errors, and 2 left stranded. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Mariners 8 and the Rangers nothing. Welcome back. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Josh Young. The 1-1 is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Man at first, and now Adolis Garcia. 0 for 1 so far. Ball to strike. The pitch. Way high. Young gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one is absolutely belted. Rodriguez going back some more. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Here's a 1-1. Double play ball to second. They get 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 4. It's the Mariners 8 and the Rangers nothing. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford.
In for a strike, 2-2.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Yeah, the batter now, Julio Rodriguez. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Out of here. His 32nd of the year, and they add a pair. It's 10-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So out of the bullpen for the Rangers, Jose Leclerc.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Teoscar Hernandez up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. So now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Really nice job at 2-strike hitting in that at bat. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
2-2.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Runner at first with no outs here. Maybe a 2 ball. 5, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Ball to strike. And that's a little bit high. Bullpen activity starting up now. Aroldis Chapman appears to be getting loose. The 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that's through there for a strike.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. And a payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. It's now 10-zip. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the inning. Mitch Garver up to hit here.
The designated hitter, Mitch Garver.
And a 1-1. Bounce to third. Suarez whips it across, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
The center fielder, Leody Taveras.
Here's Leody Taveras. 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-1. That's inside. That misses the zone. And now 3 balls
3-1.
and a strike. Well struck left field. That's back. And gone! So he leaves the yard to left. His 13th home run of the season. It's 10-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Digging in, Evan Carter. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Next one misses. 2-1. And he deals. That one off the mark, and the count is 3-1. Foul ball. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Here's Marcus Semien. His home and away splits there. Popped up left side. Crawford should have this one. Puts the squeeze on it, and there's 2 down.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And that's a little high. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Matt Brash up and loosening in the pen. Spire, the power lefty, up as well. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. Corey Seager leaves the yard. His 33rd homer of the year, and they close the gap. It's 10-3.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, then you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Logan Gilbert will depart, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. Matt Brash comes on now,
and he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Next to hit, Nathaniel Lowe. Right-handed reliever. Puts it in the air out towards left center. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners slug their way to a win in this one.
Offensive explosion today for these guys. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
Final score here today, 10-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
final line score